Hi. Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody doing? Hope you're okay. I'm back with another video, finally. I love horses. I've always loved horses. Let me know if you're a horse lover too. So, I was working on this video about stress and coping skills, and I didn't really get that much done with it because I want to actually edit it, but not really trim anything out, more add text and stuff. So yeah, maybe it'll be out tomorrow or the day after or something, but I did want to do a different one and upload this one first. So yeah. So I want to talk about mental health, and I've got this meditation thing going on in the background with all this nature stuff. I hope you like it. And yeah. So today it didn't start off as a really good day. It was, I don't know, weird. So I had that very first class with those two life coaches that I told you guys about, the course that I'm taking, and it was amazing. That was probably the first highlight of my day. And then I don't know, I woke up after that just really feeling awful, feeling like my chest is really tight and I can't breathe right. And I figured maybe it's the anemia thing acting up again. So I took some iron and I ate, and I didn't feel any better at all. I actually started to cry for literally no reason. So that was awesome. You know when you're just crying and you don't even know why. You're not even sure, nothing happened. Right? Although a couple things did kind of happen. But nothing new. I don't know. I kept crying so much. Couldn't stop. And every time I would stop, I'd start again. And I went on like that for some time. And I played Surah Al-Baqarah in the background. I'm going to talk a lot about that in the next video. I already did in the stress one. But yeah, I highly recommend you do that because I promise it's magic. But yeah, so I listened to Surah Al-Baqarah and I tried to bring myself to read it because I really couldn't. I don't know, I just couldn't focus. So I lied down. I kept doing istighfar. And oh my god, you guys, I just felt so much better. Istighfar is asking God for forgiveness. Oh hey, whales. Those are whales, right? Killer whales, I think. Yeah, so I kept doing that. And I started to feel so much better. Not immediately though, but I don't know. I messaged a friend. I had some plan, I made plans with her just out of the blue, just like that, which is another thing I highly recommend if you're feeling low. Talk to somebody, I haven't really been in therapy pretty much this whole year, which is kind of weird, right? You'd think 2020, girl, come on, you gotta be in therapy. Everybody is. But no, I kind of stopped. So yeah, sometimes you don't have to be in therapy if you're doing a lot of self-healing on your own. So sometimes it's just good to call up a friend, a family member, just somebody to talk to. And things really started to get so much better, alhamdulillah, and I had a really good time with her. And it was awesome, and it just really got me thinking, wow, I have been on such a journey with my mental health. Like, it's been crazy, really. This is like the first time, well, not the first time, maybe like the third or fourth time that I've cried in the last 4 or 5 months. And some people might say, okay, that's not healthy. How else are you releasing, any negative emotions? And honestly, I think it's very healthy, actually. I don't get all of these, like, nervous breakdowns that I used to get before when I was in a really, really, really bad place. I don't rely on medication anymore, alhamdulillah, which, by the way, just to, be super clear, I'm not against medication. I just didn't feel like they were working for me. So like I'm really doing the work, and I definitely want to start a series just all about mental health. Like, if there's one focus for this channel, I think it's that. But yeah, I wanted to share a little bit about my journey. So I think living in Saudi Arabia was okay, mentally speaking, although my vitamin D levels were always super low because it's super freaking sunny out there and you never go out in the sun because it's just scorching hot. And so yeah, you had to like take supplements and stuff, which are super duper important if you want to like avoid depression and all that stuff. Vitamin D, get your vitamin D. So yeah, I think I had maybe a few bouts of depression back then, but then it really, like, everything just kind of blew up when I came here to Malaysia. I had my very first, like, super serious trauma. Not really gonna get into that, but I do want to talk a little bit about the antidepressants that I took. So right after the trauma, I sought mental health counseling. What is it called? Psychiatric counseling, yeah. But I only really started to get into the whole thing only a year later, right? Like, at first I saw a counselor, and then when I saw her again a year after that, she told me, like, I really need to see a psychiatrist because it's really, really bad. And so I did, or I was going to, and then, I don't know, I had this breakdown, and my parents rushed me to the ER, and then they put me on some medications, and only then, like, after that, did I see an actual psychiatrist. So I went on Xanax for, like, maybe 3 weeks, which I think was not the right thing to do. I think I took it for longer than I needed to, and it's not even an antidepressant, it's like a mild tranquilizer, and I hated it. Oh my god, has anybody ever tried that drug? It's so just bleh. It's like you're lifeless, right? You're just lying there, you're awake, you can't sleep. It doesn't do much for sleep. You're just like lying there, just watching people go about their day-to-day lives, and you're just like, just there, doing nothing. And it was so bad. And I was also taking Effexor. Venlafaxine, I think, is the whatever name for it, the pharmaceutical name or something. And it was good, right? But it only really started to kick in maybe 2 or 3 weeks after taking it every single day. And so, I don't know, I went on it for like maybe 10 months, and it was good, but like, honestly, I realize now, like, I feel like it only numbed the pain because, gosh, everything just came back after. So they always tell you, like, when you want to stop taking antidepressants, you have to make sure that your psychiatrist is with you on that they agree with your decision, that they help you, like, wean off of it. You can't just, like, stop in cold turkey, right? Like, you have to have some sort of system to it. So like for a week you'll take like half the dose that you were taking before, and then a week after that you'll take less, and then even less, or whatever, depending on what you started off with, or like what dose you're taking right now. And yeah, so I stopped it, and I figured, hey, I am healed. I'm good. There were like all these amazing things happening in my life. I was like, hey, I'm doing great. And then trauma number 2 hits, and I'm back. I'm back, to the psychiatry clinic, going on antidepressants again, this time valdoxan, or valdoxane, whatever, and it's a melatonin one. So Effexor was an SNRI, if I'm not mistaken, so it's a selective serotonin and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor or something, so it increases both your serotonin and your norepinephrine. I might talk about these hormones in like a separate video, because I think most people know them. At least serotonin, right? The happy hormone, the mood hormone. Oh, hi, Panda. Yeah, and then, right, so this valdoxan one, gosh, it was awful. It was, like, it targeted your melatonin. So, like, sure, I was finally sleeping again and, doing well in terms of that, but my anxiety was through the roof. I was doing so much worse than I was, when I was not taking antidepressants. And I don't know, it was so bad. It was so bad. Suicidal thoughts that I didn't even have before starting it, or like before, starting to go on it. And it was awful. Depression. I was bedridden I think I took it for 3 weeks, and they say like sometimes it takes up to 6 weeks to actually give its like full effect, or give any decent effect. But yeah. And then my doctor switched me up on some, what's it called? Lexapro. So I think this one's like one of the most common ones, right? Prozac, Lexapro, Zoloft. But yeah, I only took Lexapro from those. And Lexapro was pretty good. It was an SSRI, so it was a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, just serotonin. But it was actually good, right? Like, it did take me some time to feel good on it, but I went another 10 months with it, so obviously it was pretty damn good. But yeah, I did so much better. This was maybe just last year, and then I stopped. Again, with the, permission of my doctor, and with her support and her guidance and everything. And, oh wow. Those are beautiful. They look like mushrooms, kind of. Yeah, so, yeah, and I weaned off of them and everything. And yeah, ever since then, ever since October, right? Yeah, October of 2019, I've been antidepressant free, which is awesome, but it's perfectly fine if you're watching this and you're still taking antidepressants. I think there's nothing wrong with them. But I will tell you this, I honestly never really started to heal until this year, I feel. Maybe when I was on the drugs and stuff, I was healing layers. But I don't know, 2020 just really sped up the whole process for me. Right? Because we had all this time to really introspect and reflect, and we had 2 months, because our university didn't start the whole online process right away. They gave us a 2-month break, and it was great. It was super great. That's when I met these life coaches and really took charge of my own healing. And I would go back to therapy if I found someone who I just clicked with, I guess. But I feel like I'm good. I feel like alhamdulillah, I've reached a level where I think I can say I've become like my own healer, kind of, my own therapist, you know, which is awesome. So I wanted to share some tips about that. I feel like journaling has been huge for me. Anytime I'd feel like, you know, I've got all this like pent up emotion, or this anxiety's coming up for me, or just something's not feeling right, I'd write. And oh my god, I so recommend this. Like, I know some people think it's like, I don't know, lame or stupid, or just such a girly thing to do, or whatever. That's like, you don't see the benefits until you try it. You don't really understand like how good it is until you've tried it. So I super recommend doing that. And like I mentioned earlier, Quran definitely helped so much with this whole thing. It gets you in this mood to like actually want to do something about it, you know? Like you're crying, you're so low, you're so depressed, you're anxious about whatever it is. You're stressed out, you're feeling pressured or overwhelmed or just really, really sad, you're grieving. And then you play Surah Al-Baqarah on YouTube here or something, and you start to feel so much better. And you just kind of listen to it, and it's I guess in this way, like, it's kind of like a meditation, really. It just takes you to a whole other world, and it's like you're free, you're light. You just feel like, hey, like, God is with me, why am I worrying so much, you know? And you really start to feel like all this weight is being lifted off your shoulders, like it's gonna be alright. It always ends up being alright, so why the fuss? So yeah. So journaling, Quran. I don't really want to mention all the stuff that I mentioned in the other video, so I feel like I'm just gonna leave that here. But I will leave you guys with this. I mentioned this hadith before in one of my other videos about like trusting Allah and having really, really good expectations from Allah, and always looking for like the best case scenario, right? A lot of people are like, you know, like what's the worst thing that can happen, right? Why are we so programmed to think of that first, right? Like I say, what's the best thing that can happen, right? And now see it in your mind so that you can see it actually happening in your life. So when I was feeling super low today, and I was just like, oh my god, like what is happening? I swear, like things from like last month are starting to like bother me now, and it's so weird. I think it's a cycle thing maybe, which again, gonna do a video about, so stay tuned. But yeah, like, wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I was feeling super low today, I was just like, you know what? It's gonna be an amazing day. Everything's going to like just turn around. It's gonna get so much better. Oh my god, hi. I did not see that coming. I've never seen this video before, but I'm loving it. Yeah, so you just really start to like focus on, okay, how can this day like just become so much better? What is it that I can do for myself that will make me feel so much better? Ask yourself that, like, what can I do to make you feel better, Nouri? What can I do to make you feel better, Ahmad or Muhammad? I'm saying the names of my brothers because I don't know who else. Like, who else is there? Sarah, Hagar, Yasmin, Dana. Like, what can I do? Rowan. What can I do to make myself feel better? Right? And talk to yourself like that, and be kind to yourself, be gentle, be understanding. don't be judgmental and be like, you know what, why are you feeling like this? Like, you have no reason to feel like this. I was kind of like that today, and then I figured, hey, I am accepting these emotions as they come, okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong with you feeling a little low at a certain point in the day, or even for a few days, or whatever, right? But you want to bring yourself out of that before you get too deep into the rabbit hole, right? So yeah, trust Allah, keep the faith. Ask yourself, like, what are the things that really do bring me out of this, like, bad mood? What puts me in a good mood? Is it chocolate? Is it coffee? Is it going for a hike or a run or a walk? Is it talking to a friend? Is it praying? Is it chanting? Do I love to play futsal? Do I... Why is my voice shaking? It's cold here. But yeah, like, just, like, ask yourself, what can I do to make you feel better? You know? And you'll find something. And then go do it. Even if you've got, like, heaps of stuff that you need to do, you're not going to be able to do them with a clear mind if, you know, everything is just really messed up in there. So clear it all up, release those emotions in a healthy way, and get back to it. Okay? And I don't want this to get any longer, so I'm going to stop it right here. I don't think I'm going to be doing any editing for this one, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked all of this view thing, whatever it is. And yeah, that's it for me. Love you. Take care of yourself. You're amazing. You're doing great. You can be your own healer. If you need someone to guide you on that journey at first, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're already on medications or your doctor's recommending you to take them, take them. I took them, and they really did help, right? And I kept getting better, and I'm like unlocking all of these new levels of healing and happiness and just pure bliss. I swear to God, pure freaking bliss. Alhamdulillah. And you can have that too. And I want that for you. So yeah, I'm gonna end this with these whales. Love you. Bye.